Ever wondered how a simple serve could hold the power to sway a game? Enter the intriguing realm of the two-bounce serve, a fascinating tactic in table tennis that's more than just a ball hitting the table twice. It's a clever maneuver designed to sow seeds of doubt and lure opponents into a mental chess match. Please come along with us as we uncover the intricacies that lie behind this deceptive serve and find out why it is the ace under your sleeve when it comes to outplay your competitors. The two-bounce serve. The two-bounce serve is a work of art when it comes to serving, and it looks like a work of art on the table. Picture this hypnotic scene. The ball slides down the table with a light touch and lands exactly in the middle of the large table. The ball's path seems to tease, gliding on a secret path and edging ever so slightly towards the elusive white line because of the quiet start, which is followed by an intentional performance. That performance is both beautiful and sneaky because it includes a dance that makes your opponent doubt for a split second, and that second of doubt is the most important thing. They stand there, analyzing, pondering. Is it a quick, deceptive short ball, or is it plotting a sneaky, elongated trajectory? That fleeting moment of hesitation becomes your secret weapon. The doubt planted in their mind is your strategic advantage. Imagine the following happening on the table. The beauty of the two-bounce serve is not just in how it is done mechanically. It is a game that needs to be played with thought.
That's my point, because Jeff's let it bounce twice on his side of the table.
Every small bounce and every tip about where it went during the process make up the pieces of a psychological puzzle. The short, exciting wait before the ball comes causes your opponent to make quick decisions. There is a paradox of hope that you are facing, because this small moment could tip the scales in your favor. It's possible that a small hint of doubt or confusion could throw them off their plan, allowing you to launch your well-thought-out offensive move. How to do it to bring out the best in serving technique. Adhere to a ritualistic starting point that acts as North Star, a meticulously positioned stance, perfectly aligned with the edge of the table. This unswerving consistency in posture and positioning serves as the bedrock of the serve, a ritual repeat tirelessly to ensure precision and accuracy. Every serve, every delivery is a replicate of that particular stance, honed through practice and repetition. However, it's essential to acknowledge that in the realm of table tennis, there's no universal, one-size-fits-all approach. While chosen stance might be the cornerstone of the serve, other players might have their unique measures, equally effective in their own right. It's a testament to the diverse strategies and approaches present in the sport, each player possessing their own ritualistic practices to enhance their serve's effectiveness. As we gear up to serve, our attention pivots toward a very specific target, the center of the table. It's not merely about placing the ball. It's a calculated and strategic move. The middle section holds a sort of mystical allure, almost like a crystal ball foretelling the future trajectory of the ball. When that ball makes contact with my side of the table in that precise spot, it's like an oracle, predicting its very landing on the opponent's side. It's almost magical how that middle spot acts as a mirror, reflecting the trajectory of the ball onto the other side. This uncanny precision in placement is not just about hitting the middle, but about predicting and controlling its journey, paving the way for tactical advantage in the game. Ah, behold the enchantment nestled within that central area, the epicenter of my serve. With a laser-focused mind and unwavering concentration, I set my sights on this crucial spot. Every iota of my attention converges here, orchestrating the serve to commence with the perfect rhythm and melody. That initial contact point is where the magic ignites, akin to a maestro initiating a symphony. This very touch on the table's surface initiates the dance, setting forth a sequence of events guided by the harmonious laws of physics and a meticulous precision that follows. It's in this moment of inception that I sow the seeds of my strategic intent, laying the groundwork for a series of calculated moves and tactical plays in the game. Pendulum serve. The pendulum serve, which is a fan favorite among table tennis players, conceals a peculiar secret that is only apparent to those who are already familiar with it: the size bin. The moment when the ball collides with the table, which is altered by the simple presence of the bin, is the most exciting part of the thing, despite the fact that it could initially appear weird. The bounce is not like any other bounce. There is something unusual about the way it behaves. This time, rather than performing the typical energetic leap and blasting forward towards my opponent like an arrow launched from a bow, it turns into a whole different creature. The The trajectory of the ball undergoes a slight modification as a result of the hit. As opposed to blasting forward with an untamed velocity, it almost seems to submit, enjoying a slower and more controlled descent instead. As it approaches the edge of the table, its landing becomes less about quick propulsion and more about settling down, getting ever so slightly closer to the threshold of the table. The influence of the bin is not a supernatural power. Rather, it is directly related to the laws of physics and trajectory, modifying the bounce in order to make the ball's forward velocity a little bit more gentle. This changing behavior plays a crucial role in setting up the psychological expectation for the following move, which introduces a touch of ambiguity into the strategy that the opponent is employing. The pendulum serve, with its unique influence courtesy of the size bin, isn't just a simple toss and return. It's a calculated strategic move. It's akin to a chess play, a crafty maneuver designed to nudge my opponent's choices subtly. As the ball makes its deliberate landing closer to the table, it becomes a subtle force in dictating the game's pace and direction. With a controlled yet forceful delivery, I subtly lead my opponent to predictably play the ball in a predetermined area, a spot I've cleverly earmarked as the pivot point of this entire sequence. It's a dance of control and anticipation, setting the stage for the next tactical move. Transitioning smoothly into the reverse serve, the aim remains clear. Coax my opponent into repeating a move that falls into my predetermined trap. The serve isn't just about sending the ball across the table. It's a strategic ploy, aiming to orchestrate the opponent's response and subtly guiding them to hit the ball right where I need it to land. This sequence is not just a matter of serving and returning. It's an intricate play of psychology, anticipating and subtly guiding the opponent's moves to a point where I can capitalize on their expected response with my formidable forehand. It's about setting up a domino effect, leading them down a path that eventually benefits my game strategy. The magic is in the fact that we manage to create doubt. Is it going in a short-term or a long-term drift? The seed of uncertainty is what causes them to lose their equilibrium. Because they are forced to struggle with decisions, it causes them to delay taking action, which frequently results in a lower return. Furthermore, this is the moment when we strike, making use of their indecision and converting it into an advantage for ourselves. It's as if you're tying them up in mental knots, clouding their ability to make decisions, and making it a difficult proposition for them to accomplish. The beauty of this service lies in the fact that the zones of uncertainty that I generate are the ones in which we flourish. Keeping in mind that practice makes perfect is something to keep in mind as we come to the conclusion of this session on the two-bounce serve. By incorporating this devious tactic into your game, you might just get the big break you've been seeking for all along. Maintain your interest, continue to put in the effort, and investigate the myriad of different methods that you can play this sport. Begin your journey into the world of deceptive serves, and watch as your opponents enjoy your victory. Do subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up.